It's on! Season 2! Not quite. I'll get to that. What's up everybody, StevDez here. After that hiatus, I'm still not quite back yet. I figure I'm going to use the month of June to get myself situated not only in the house as it is, but as far as monetarily, as far as mentally, and as far as a bit physically. I want to get my living area to where it needs to be so I don't have to worry about that, so that I'm good to go. But I need to get my monetary situation sorted out first. Basically, I feel as though I've not been properly taken care of at my place of employment. So I need to take a step back and make sure this is what I want. I'm one of those people that is very cruelly way too honest. And I tend to accept very easily to people with a smile. It's unfortunate that I have a weakness to that. But knowing that weakness makes me a lot more paranoid to those that do want to open up. So if you really want to show your support, the Discord is in the description. I've signed up on the KitsuNet server as a sub-community in that server so that I don't really have to rely so heavily on, you know, appointing mods, appointing other people to manage the server when I'm gone. I think that's going to be better for everybody until I can get my personal life and wanting to do what I do on YouTube more down pat as what I want for my life. Because I love the idea of growing a community. I love the idea of bringing together people from the woodwork that share similar ideas and want to just treat each other with respect. That being said, until I get through with what's going on in my personal life, I'm still going to be on this hiatus. But I don't want this hiatus to last too long, and I want to say probably to the end of June. I'll probably get back into it. Whatever happens, pop over to that Discord, link in the description, so that you can talk to me sometime. As a matter of fact, there's a few fans already on there that I have great conversations with. We laugh, we share opinions, we share different ideas as far as what ifs. It's a really nice atmosphere. But what am I just promoting this channel now? Let's get into the what if. In the last part, we looked at Bokusa actually learning from Grandpa Gohan about martial arts and Bulma actually getting the Nimbus Cloud. Why did Bulma get the Nimbus Cloud? Well, obviously it's because her heart's a lot more pure. With a Saiyan little brother, I tend to see her disagree with how he handles a lot of stuff, and that would change her as a person growing up. The duo not only would have more of a lease on how dino caps work, and they're able to conserve whatever they can, drive around properly. When it comes down to it, Bokusa got the power pole, he was able to save Bulma, and they were able to stay alive throughout their journey together, thanks to the young Saiyan's training. I say training because all he's done really is lift weights and work out whenever, you know, homework wasn't a thing. All in all, we go to the beach where Bulma is flying around on the Nimbus Cloud and Bokusa's just kicking himself because he didn't get anything, and then he sees the Dragon Ball hanging around Roshi's neck and comes up with a plan. No fair! I can't believe I didn't get... Hey! Old man! I want that as my reward! Please, can I have that as my reward?
Boy, weren't you listening during the last part when we had a conversation about all of this?
No. I mean, I have an even trade so that you can give me the Dragon Ball and I'll give you something you want.
I'm listening.
Bulma then descends on the Nimbus Cloud and steps on the beach among everybody, and Bokusa is happy to see her so that he can get his plan underway. Bulma! I negotiated for the Dragon Ball! Really, Bokusa? That's great! What did you give him? A kiss! Really? I didn't think you were... No, silly! A kiss from you! No, you did not just tell that old man that I'm gonna kiss him! But Bulma, it's for the Dragon Ball! Bulma then turns away from Bokusa and glares at the old man and the turtle. Now listen up, you old pervert! No matter what my snot-nosed little brother decided to tell you, I am not going to kiss... Ah! inappropriate. Bokusa takes that opportunity to sneak up to Bulma and lift her dress, showing off her panties. And I say panties, and that's correct in this timeline, because Bokusa is not Goku. With the payment plus tip, Roshi hands over the Dragon Ball. Bulma is naturally mad at her brother for doing this, so he gets a conk on the skull, typical Dragon Ball fashion, and her, Gohan, and Bokusa go travel for the rest of the Dragon Balls. The way I see it, the meeting with Oolong would happen a bit differently. Bokusa would dress up as a girl. That is definitely to be expected. However, he does end up getting Oolong out of the village before Oolong turns into a handsome man. That means Bulma isn't one to reveal herself. You know, Bokusa says something like,
Oh, well, I don't mind, going to your house sooner. I think that with how big you are, you must be nice on the inside, right?
Grandpa Gohan and Bulma would follow Bokusa closely as he and Oolong approached his house. This is followed by Bokusa actually confronting the pig, since he knows where the house is now. Bulma and Grandpa Gohan would board the Nimbus Cloud and stay overhead because Nimbus Cloud is actually a pretty good camouflage. As they approach his house, Oolong's transformation runs out, and Bokusa chooses this opportunity to confront him. He knows where the girls are being kept, so he's got no problem showing this pig who's boss in his own tricky way.
Oh my, what happened to the large monster you were?
Well, sweet cheeks, this is me. I can only hold a form for about 5 minutes, and then poof. I can't really hold it much longer. I gotta rest for a little bit after that.
Oh, well, if that's the case, maybe I can share a secret with you, Oolong.
Wait, you mean it? You actually don't mind?
Uh-huh, and with nobody around.
Oh my gosh, this is happening! I'm actually going to have a girlfriend in Dragon Ball!
I think I could tell you that,
It's time I took you down, piggy!
Ah! You're not Pokewampa!
That's when Oolong turns into a rocket and takes off quickly. Bokusa yelling up into the clouds that's Oolong, stop him. I'm gonna go get the girls. Grandpa Gohan and Bulma chase after Oolong on the flying Nimbus, and whenever Oolong transforms back, Grandpa Gohan makes the catch, and they apprehend the pigman. The girls are returned, Bulma, Bokusa, and Grandpa Gohan all see the use in a transforming ally, and they continue down their path, up to the point where the boat runs out of gas. Not to mention, the piggy laxative, that's still a thing, and Bokusa is very privy to it. It works like a charm on Oolong. With no gas in the boat and no gas in any more of their dino caps, they end up kinda stranded. Sure, Bulma could use the flying Nimbus, and so could Grandpa Gohan, but then there's the topic of Oolong and Bokusa. According to your vote, Bokusa's still kind of a brat, a bully, not able to ride the flying Nimbus, so they're a bit stuck. And even though they remember the dino caps, there's no more gas in any of the vehicles. They've already blown it. So, unfortunately, the city boy, the city girl, Oolong, and Grandpa Gohan have to huff it through the desert because, let's face it, the vehicles are pretty much useless now. They're gonna have to travel on foot. In the desert, Grandpa Gohan and Oolong meet the desert bandit Yamcha because Bokusa would have passed out about the same time as Bulma.
Hey everybody, KaizanBall here. So Stev tries to explain them still having their dino caps here, but the vehicles being out of gas. Wait, if they have floating vehicles, is gas outlawed in this world? I don't think so, since they're clearly refueling their hovercar with petrol in the Carrot Master's town, and people are using common vehicles deep into DBZ as well. The androids ride around in a van for crying out loud. Anyway, an easier argument is that Yamcha has a vehicle that can travel along the sand, while they do not. Almost all of what they have has city tires, so that's why they're walking in the desert. Maybe Bulma could somehow make use of the Nimbus Cloud to ease the trip. Does the cloud even care about being used out of laziness? She sees its use, clearly, so she wouldn't want to lose access to it too soon. Also, this plot hole is but one reason he is, yet again, late on the upload. Thank you all for subscribing and sticking with him, and hey, if you like this cut-in, come on over to my channel. I've got some other what-ifs that might be entertaining for a bit. Anyway, back to the video.
Bokusa would be on his front, and the power pole would just be sticking right about here, at a useful enough angle. Yamcha, when fighting Grandpa Gohan, realizes that his Wolf-Fang fist doesn't quite match what Grandpa Gohan's capable of. With his keen sense of martial arts, Grandpa Gohan is able to not only dodge, but block some of the Wolf-Fang fist of Yamcha's. You're pretty good, old man. You gotta be a martial artist of some kind. So who are you?
Simply put, my name is Gohan.
Gohan? You can't be the martial arts master Gohan!
The very same.
I heard that he died long ago!
Not at all. I've just been living in the Paozu Mountains, perfecting my martial art and surviving among the wilderness.
Prove it! There's no way you could be someone like that!
Okay, how shall I do this? How about you step forward a few feet?
This better not be some trick, old man.
You asked for proof, and I intend to give that to you, young man. Go ahead. I won't be hitting you.
Like this?
Excellent! Power pole extend!
Power whoa! Yamcha gets hit by a power pole to the face, and once he sees where it came from, he sees Bulma waking up, and that little tidbit still happens. Not much really changes on the way to Mount Frypan, but there is something to gather from this. With Bulma on the Nimbus Cloud, she would go the opposite direction, and with Gohan being part of the group, Yamcha would follow even closer behind. There is one little tidbit I want to bring up though, and that has to do with the Dragon Ball that was around the wolf. Mai and Shu would get the Dragon Ball no problem. They must be able to do something with that sword in Mai's assortment of guns. So why not? Give Pilaf's minions some credit. I mean, that's all they're worth. All the credit that Pilaf gets. Bulma heads the wrong way on the Nimbus Cloud to go search for Chi-Chi, and Bokusa actually heads off in the direction of Chi-Chi. He's able to find that a motorcycle of his still has a bit of gas in it, and when he finds Chi-Chi, unfortunately, no gas. But Yamcha was close behind. There is one interesting part about Yamcha here. He's able to work the situation. Bokusa never met him. He has no idea who Yamcha is. And as far as he's concerned, if this, whoever he is, decides to do anything, he'll retort. He'll be able to defend Chi-Chi. But Yamcha can abuse this situation and say, hey, yeah, I got a vehicle, come on. Yamcha does it, and when Bokusa, Chi-Chi, and Yamcha return, Mount Frypan, well, the castle, has been put out. The fire's gone. All that's left is a castle rubble. This is where Grandpa Gohan bestows the knowledge of the Kamehameha, because Kamehameha Wave is redundant. And so, when Bulma returns, she's able to dig the Dragon Ball out of the castle. And they're on their way to Pilaf's castle. You know, the rest of Dragon Ball would pretty much play out well, with them being able to fuel up their vehicles, thanks to the city that Monster Carrot Boss Man, the rabbit, was terrorizing. Pilaf's castle would actually go about the same as normal. The main difference is Bokusa's not trying to break out, he's thinking of a way out with Bulma. When it comes to that room, they try the power pole, but think about the glass shards falling, and then after a few hours, Bokusa looks over to Grandpa Gohan, and he's just sitting there, meditating. And he has been this entire time after telling Yamcha to stop punching the wall.
Come on, old man, you had to have thought of something by now. Well, I do have an idea, but I'm afraid that it might not work.
What about your Kamiko whatever?
Can't that get us out of here? That was one of the ideas that I had. But if I use it, well, we'd be swimming in glass. Some of us might not make it out.
Then teach me! If you teach me and we both do it, maybe it'll be good enough to, I don't know,
get through the glass. You and I can walk into a corner and then fire. Everybody can be behind us and the glass will fall around us and not on top of us.
Even so, my own Kamehameha wouldn't be powerful enough. And with your energy, it might do. Though...
He turns and looks at Yamcha, thinking about Yamcha's prowess when he fought him.
Alright, Yamcha, Bokusa, you two are going to learn the Kamehameha, but you need to focus your energy into a small one so you have enough energy to perform the big blast when we're ready to leave. This is the only way that I see us get out of here.
After some training, they are able to do small Kamehamehas, like the one that every What If references, and they're able to get out. The same plan. They all huddle up in a corner, everybody gets behind him, the Kamehameha, the glass falls, they climb up the power pole. Same thing, it's all good. But, there's one thing. Bokusa smiles at his sister, and before she can smile back, she notices something. Something grew back thanks to that power surge of learning the Kamehameha. She sees that the tail grew back from his behind! Bulma rushes over because she does not like the concept of him looking at that moon and turning into a giant monkey from when she was a kid. Bulma snatches Grandpa Gohan's hat and puts it on Bokusa's head, specifically over his eyes. At that point, she has to explain to them that Bokusa can't look at that moon or he's going to turn into a giant monkey, and this is going to make things even worse for us. When they get to the roof, they hear the sirens going off and realize that they don't have their dino caps. Part of the plan was to sneak into where their dino caps are being held, get Yamcha's vehicle, and get out. Bulma decides to call the Flying Nimbus, but not everybody can ride the Flying Nimbus. Yamcha is a bandit, and Gohan can hold onto his arms while they fly a good distance away. You know, maybe go incognito. You know, at least until they come back for their dino caps. Oolong and Puar can transform, so it's not much of a big deal on that one. But then comes Bokusa, who isn't getting on the cloud in Bulma's lap for some reason. Bokusa decides that he's going to stay behind and look at the moon. Everybody else should get out of here.
Bokusa, are you insane? If I returned home without you, Dad is gonna have a fit!
Bulma, we don't have a lot of time. Yamcha is right. I'm afraid that Bokusa has made his decision in this matter. And if he's really as dangerous as you said he was, taking out almost the entirety of West City, then I believe he should be fine. We'll be sure to recover him. But for now, we have to leave before we are found out.
Bulma yells at Bokusa to not die while they're away and that she'll be right back for him. And Bokusa looks at the moon. We're going to leave this timeline off right here for now with what you guys voted for. And according to this poll, we're heading to Master Roshi's, but there is still time to change those results if you so feel like so it could. Can't word. For more what-ifs in the realm of video gaming and Dragon Ball alike, such as if Vegeta was just a bit more, girly? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.